Monday, February 12th. On this day, the first country to announce key statistics will be India. Thus, at 2 p.m. it will disclose data on the Consumer Price Index. The index reflects the change in prices for consumer goods and services in the reporting month compared to the same period of the previous year. It is a key indicator of inflation in the country and the state of its economy. Its growth may have a positive impact on the rupee. At 9 p.m., the United States will announce the federal budget balance, a report on the financial activities of the federal government for the past month. It is compiled from data collected from government agencies and banks that are members of the Federal Reserve System. As the budget deficit grows, the Treasury sells more bonds to fund government operations. Thus, federal budget balance data affects the value of Treasury securities rather than the US dollar. Tuesday, February 13th. Tuesday will see the claimant count change in the UK by 9 a.m. The indicator reflects the change in the total number of people who applied for benefits in the reporting month. Its calculation is based on administrative data and the system of benefits and social support. Traditionally, deterioration in the labor market can negatively affect the pound. At 11:45 p.m., New Zealand will present electronic card retail sales, the percentage change in non-cash payments for the reporting month compared to the previous month. The indicator can be used to gauge consumer spending and economic activity. Its values are seasonally adjusted, may be revised each month, and monthly movements can fluctuate. Wednesday, February 14th. In the middle of the week, an indicator such as gross domestic product in the European Union will be available. Its publication will take place at noon. It reflects the change in the total value of all goods and services produced in the euro area for the current quarter compared to the previous quarter. The growth of the indicator means the rise of the economy and the level of well-being of the population, so the increase in GDP may favorably affect the euro. In addition, at 5:30 p.m. the U.S. will report the crude oil stock exchange. This is an indicator included in the weekly report of the Energy Information Administration of the U.S. Department of Energy. An increase in the number of inventories indicates either a decrease in demand for raw materials or an increase in production. This has a negative impact on global oil prices, but the price change is short-lived. Thursday, February 15th. As early as 1:50 a.m., market players will be able to familiarize themselves with Japan's gross domestic product, an important indicator for determining the strength of the country's economy, which broadly reflects its economic activity. Quarterly fluctuations in GDP usually indicate economic growth. Values of the indicator above the expected are considered favorable for the Japanese yen exchange rate, while values below the expected are considered negative. By 2:30 a.m., Australia will present the employment change. The indicator is calculated based on the results of a monthly survey of the population. It involves a sample of about 26,000 households in the country, which covers about 0.32% of Australian citizens age 15 and over. An increase in employment indicates a stronger labor market and may have a positive impact on the Australian dollar. Friday, February 16th. On the last trading day of the coming week, it is worth paying attention to the publications in the UK. There, for example, at 9 a.m. retail sales, the change in the value of goods sold at retail in the state in the reporting month compared to the previous month. The calculation uses data obtained from a survey of more than 5,000 businesses. The growth of the index may have a positive effect on the pound sterling. Finally, at 3:30 a.m., statistics on building permits in the United States will appear. This is the absolute number of licenses to erect new residential buildings issued by government agencies in the reporting month. The U.S. Census Bureau collects this data by submitting requests to permitting agencies across the country. An increase in the number of building permits may have a positive impact on the dollar.